Good morning, Knights, and welcome back to the Westmount Highlights. It's the week of March 21st, 2022. Last week, we welcomed the arrival of the Montreal Holocaust Museum's mobile exhibit, Keepers of Memory, in the WHS lobby. It's been great to see classes visiting the exhibit throughout the week, hearing stories of survival during the Holocaust from the people who actually experienced it. On April 26th, there will be a presentation featuring one of the survivors from the exhibit for all Cycle 1 students during Period 4. In addition, on March 31st, during Period 2, there will be a presentation from the Genocide Foundation about the Holocaust and other historical genocides for all Cycle 2 students. As usual, don't forget to check out the daily bulletin with more information on extracurricular activities, tryouts, and general announcements. You can review all bulletins, as usual, on the school website. Our spiritual animator, Miss Samantha, is back with this month's health and wellness theme. Here's more from Samantha.
We're back with week 2 on healthy relationships. So remember, healthy relationship is one in which both people are supportive, respectful, and have open communication. So we're going to go deeper into that communication bit today with this worksheet you'll have access to at the end. And so this worksheet is all about breaking down our kind of what we need to discuss with someone into 4 parts: stating what happened, stating how it made you feel, what you need, and asking for help with how that need can be met. So our needs and our feelings are really important. They're really connected. We don't always think about that. So our needs are, we have needs for survival: food, water, rest, safety. And so a lot of times our conflicts might be based on one of those needs not being met. I know the conflict with my husband and I, it's usually because one of us is thirsty, hungry, exhausted. That's it. And so, but check first if that's maybe one of those things. But then we're complex beings. We have more needs than that, right? We have needs for love and belonging and fun and freedom and power. And so when our needs are not met, it's very much connected to our feelings. And so when our needs are not met, we tend to have unpleasant feelings. And when our needs are met, we have comfortable or pleasant feelings. And so this worksheet helps us bring all this together, stating what happened, how it made you feel, what you need, and then asking what will help meet that need. So as an example, and then you can download this QR code if you want to have this, stating what happened. Last week, when you gave me a hug, it made me feel really warm and cozy inside because physical touch is my love language. So I need that physical touch. So thank you for that. Okay, so it can be used in positive ways, but more often it's when we're having conflicts that we feel we need to communicate this. So same example. Last week when you gave me a hug, it made me feel uncomfortable because my love language is not physical touch, right? I need words. If you can just tell me how you feel, that'll really help me. And it can be used for all sorts of things. Whenever we're having problems, like I snapped at you right now, and it's because I'm feeling really irritated, and I think it's just because I need a sandwich. Can we walk to the cafe or to the sandwich shop, whatever it is, okay? So it's being able to break down and communicate what's happening, to communicate our feelings, what we need, and asking from those around us that we love, how they can help make those needs be met. Next week, we're going to go deeper into listening, because that's a really important part about this, because you can communicate all this, but you know what? Someone might communicate back at you. And it might be conflicting needs. And so then we have to work on compromising and listening. And so next week, we'll talk more about that. But this week, practice this. Use this worksheet. Quiz your friends. It seems silly, but the more that you kind of practice and help, the more this will come naturally and it won't feel quite so scripted. So have a wonderful week, and we'll talk.
Hello everyone, my name is Jin Yu. Today I'm going to share a very romantic music with you.
By the way, the name of this song is I Do.
It's from a relatively old British brand called 911, and the song was released in 2014. This song is usually played at weddings or during marriage proposals.
Will you marry me?
I usually listen to it when I'm under a lot of pressure, but this song it can gives me hope for the future and feels like there's an invisible force that is supporting me. Let me always look at the world with a positive and optimistic attitude. Finally, one interesting fact to know about this song is there are lyrics that actually come from an English poem. It later turned into a custom when people is getting married. Wear these on their outfit will bring this couple good luck. Thanks for watching and see you next time!
I watched Hawkeye a while ago, but I forgot to put out a review about it, so here we are. Let's go. So, while retaining the fun and action of the main Marvel Universe, Hawkeye really explores how mafia crime families would act after the events of Avengers Endgame, which was, in case you don't understand by the title, a very pivotal part of the universe. It has less action than most of the other Marvel projects, but when it does have action, the action is very, very good. Sorry, just people playing bass. They're done now. Okay. Jeremy Renner, who plays Hawkeye, is living a life full of guilt because of his actions at the beginning of Avengers Endgame. One of his fans unknowingly gets herself into trouble with the New York Mafia, and Hawkeye has to save her. As basic as the plot may seem, it makes for a great movie, or movie cut up into 6 parts. This is my favorite of the Marvel shows so far, and to explain how epic it is, here's my grandfather, who doesn't at all like any superhero sci-fi or fantasy stuff.
Son, you're so right. I feel completed after watching the Hawkeye on Disney Channel 2.0.
Overall, I would give this show an 8.5 out of 10. So equivalent to Matthew's review of Dune. And I gave it a 9 out of 10 in that video. I would change that to a 9.5 now, but he gave that an 8.5. So go watch it. It's on Disney Plus. It's really easy to find because it's new. Or don't go watch it. The choice is yours, but whatever you do, have a nice life.
Bruh.
Hi, I'm Finnegan Duncan of Westmount Highlights, and today I'm going to be doing a book review, unlike my usual game reviews. I really wanted to do this because, well, I really wanted to talk about one of my favorite book series. Well, one of my favorite graphic novel series. It's called the Five Nights at Freddy's book series. It's basically based off of the PC video game Five Nights at Freddy's, which is a game about a night guard having to survive from 12 to 6 a.m. Well, a bunch of haunted animatronics hunt him down. If you know the game series, you can probably tell the characters from some of the book titles. There are 3 of them. There's the Silver Eyes, which include characters such as Freddy, the Freddy Fazbear, Bonnie the Rabbit, Chica the Chicken. The second book, the Twisted Ones, which show the other animatronics but all twisted and mangled up. And the third book, you have other characters from later games, such as Springtrap, Baby, Funtime Freddy, and Mangle. The book series is about a character named Charlie and her friends who explore the closed-down pizzeria, and it gets really good, and it has a really good story element after a while. I really like the third one the best because, well, the ending and the beginning are pretty mysterious and it takes a while for you to figure things out. Anyway, I really recommend the series. It's a bunch of good books based off of a bunch of good video games, and I really recommend both the games and the books. If you're into horror and mystery. If not, you shouldn't read them. Honestly, they can get pretty creepy at times. Well, I really think that you should check this book series out. This has been Finnegan Duncano, Westmount Highlights, and thank you for listening to my second book review of the year. Bye.
You know what that sound means. It's time to give out some birthday love. So happy birthday to the following students: Emily Tolson, Jiyuk Han, Peter Sipolius, Danby Choi, Emmanuel James Rojansky, Sophia Ballas, Alex De Benito Prades, Lauren Azurzer, Josh Palomino Ruiz, Soyeon Park, Layla Russell, Elliot Ben Jacob, Angelina Chiasson, and Liam Schwissberg. Happy birthday to each and every one of you. We hope you had an awesome day. And that's it for us this week. We'll be back next Monday with another episode. Until then, keep the nightlights on. Be well.